O'Brien. Welcome to this week's episode of OBTV. My name is Ivy Chen.
And I'm Thomas Solomon. This week we'll be focusing on the misconceptions of St. Patrick's Day.
Not only that, we will be focusing on the misconceptions of gender in political and social environments.
In today's society, many assume that men are not supposed to cry because it doesn't depict a masculine persona.
Why don't we look at a skit which depicts the misconception that men cannot cry.
Yo, I got into PU,
Are you
boy.
serious?
Yeah.
Yo, I got to Northeastern yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Elise, what school you get to?
I got into Simmons.
Oh,
Dude, I'm so
man.
excited.
Hey.
What about you, Daniel?
I just got into Harvard.
Oh!
What about you, Love? Where'd you get accepted to?
I didn't get accepted to any colleges.
Damn. That
Seriously?
sucks, bro.
Bro, your GPA wasn't even that high to begin with. Same fact.
That's true. Hey, babe.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good.
That's what's up. Don't get ready for the game today. We got.
We need to have a talk.
What's up?
I feel like we haven't been the same. It's not me, it's you. I think we should see other people.
So you just trying to break up right now?
Yeah. But good luck with your game.
You good, love? Why you crying? Yo, I love crying, yo.
Dude, you're crying?
Bro. My girl broke up with me, man.
Oh, just a minute.
What are you talking about? Boys don't cry. Boys don't
You're
cry.
fine.
Hey, yo, man, you better man up, boy.
Why doesn't society accept men crying? Men have feelings just as women do.
I love that. The misconceptions of gender should not hinder how we perceive ourselves. You know what's another misconception? St. Patrick's Day.
That's right, St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. Let's go to Jose with OB360.
St. Patrick's Day is a holiday celebrated by the Irish and the Irish at heart across the globe. It began as a religious feast day for the patron saint of Ireland, but now it has become an international festival celebrating Irish culture with parades, dancing, special foods, and a whole lot of green. What most people don't know is that St. Patrick was not even born in Ireland. He was born in what is now known as the United Kingdom. At the age of 16, Patrick was kidnapped and brought to Ireland by Irish raiders. He was held as a slave for 6 years before he was able to escape and return to his homeland. He eventually became a cleric and then a bishop. Historical records are not clear about the next several years of Patrick's life. However, what is known is that he was able to preach the gospel throughout Ireland. As a result, he converted thousands of people and built many churches across the country. In his role, he often used shamrocks to explain the Holy Trinity, and his message is cited for converting entire kingdoms to Christianity. Because of the dedication he exhibited by living in poverty, traveling, and enduring suffering, he was ultimately canonized and given the title of a saint. Today, the holiday is celebrated not just for St. Patrick, but also as a way to commemorate traditional Irish customs. Besides the shamrock, today, green is often associated with St. Patrick's Day as it represents the color of Ireland's lush landscape. Celebrations around cultures, traditions, and religion are an important fabric of this country and are what establishes America's rich diversity. Nevertheless, each year cultural celebrations are marred through violence, public drunkenness, and senseless destruction of personal property. This is not the intent of any festivity. Holidays are days set aside to observe or commemorate important elements of our past, and this should be true for St. Patrick's Day as well. Although true Irish natives take this public holiday very seriously, that is not always the case for others, and that is a shame. St. Patrick was a man who believed in living humbly and would not want his holiday being spent on drinking and partying. He used his religion to pull people together, and that is the important lesson that we should remember today. We should continue our cultural celebration, but in the spirit of St. Patrick, quietly reflect on how we can come together. That should be the important lesson that we pass down to future generations.
Remember guys, be responsible on St. Patrick's Day. It's a day for community, but your safety is always important.
Before we go, we'll be going over to Yerlise as she interviews important BPS figures.
Good morning, O'Brien. My name is Jerlise Cancel, and I'm here with Secretary of Education, Jim Preiser, and I'm here with Secretary of Housing of Economic Development, Jay Ash. So we just want to ask you one question. Why do you think O'Brien was selected as a recipient for this award?
I'll start. So O'Brien obviously has a great reputation as a math and science school, and these were awards that were granted for the life sciences to support the STEM education program in the school. And by what we saw today and what we know by reputation, the students of O'Brien are motivated and talented young people who have a real interest in science and science careers.
And I'll add that there are great things happening in the city of Boston, a tremendous amount of jobs, and being in the backyard of where the jobs are to help educate students who are going to benefit from those jobs is something that pleases Mayor Walsh and Governor Baker, so we're very excited to be here for that reason.
Thank you so much, guys. Very nice to meet you
Nice to meet
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm here with CEO Travis McCready. Now, that was actually a very good speech you did out there. So we just want to ask, why do you think John D. O'Brien was considered a recipient for the award?
For a few reasons. First of all, the O'Brien has a great track record through the administration, the students, in producing fantastic STEM quality students for the workforce. So first, it's just track record. Secondly, we have a belief in diversifying the life sciences. And if you take a look through the entire industry, there are just not enough girls, not enough people of color on the bench in leadership positions.
Yeah, totally.
In order to do that, we have to start in high school.
Right.
We have to start building skill set in high school so that when you get through college and you come see me for an internship, when you get through grad school and you come see me for an internship, we can place you at a job in a company here in Massachusetts and be a leader within the life sciences.
Wow, that's amazing. It was nice meeting you, nice
It's very
chatting
nice
with
to
you.
meet you too. Thank
And
you.
back to you guys.
Well, that's all we've got for this show, guys. My name's Ivy Chen.
And I'm Thomas Solomon.
We are the best. We are O'Brien. See you next week.